Hold it right there. Vault 81 security. I don't know where you got your hands on a working Pip-Boy, but you better start talking.
Vault 81? You're still up and running?
Yeah. Pretty good observation there, genius. Now about that Pip-Boy.
Why are you asking about my Pip-Boy?
We get plenty of scavengers and traders passing by the entrance. Everybody wants to get at the shiny red button. But you're the first one to try it with a working Pip-Boy. Now where'd you get it?
I got it in Vault 111.
Vault 111? Haven't heard of that one yet. And what sort of business are you looking to take care of here in 81?
What's with the third degree?
It's called protocol. Think we just let anyone in here? Think again.
Who is it, Edwards?
Ma'am, some new Commonwealth traveler. Not one of our usual traders.
Well, if someone wants in, they can earn it like everyone else. Let me speak to them. Sorry about that. Officer Edwards here was just doing his job. I'm sure you can understand our need for caution. For newcomers, we like to operate on exchange. You help us, we help you.
But I'm a fellow Vault Dweller. Can't you just let me in?
Excuse me, ma'am. Before you arrived, he did say he was from Vault 111. And he's in possession of a working Pip-Boy.
Is that so? I'm going to allow it. Edwards, open the door and make the announcement. Officer Edwards and I will meet you at the entrance.
Jordan, folks. Gotta love him. The smooth sounds of Diamond City Radio are brought to you.
Come on, Gwen. My guys have been working doubles for
Commonwealth
weeks now.
weaponry.
They need a break.
It's a
Everyone's
dangerous world
working
out
hard
there.
right now, Cal. You think I don't know that? Just do the best with what you can. That's all I'm asking.
Up next
Fine,
is another
I'll see what I
favorite
can
from
do.
Ella
But you and I
Fitzgerald,
both know we
brought to
can't
you
keep
by
going
the
on
one,
like this.
The only Travis Lonely Mile.
Another outsider? What they let you in for?
What's with the attitude?
I don't trust outsiders. We didn't need your help before, we don't need it now. The Overseer never should have opened up the vault to your kind.
Well, aren't you a ray of sunshine?
You think you're funny? That's exactly why outsiders don't belong here.
Hi.
I got nothing to say to you.
Sorry about that. As you'll soon see, we have a few maintenance projects underway. Gwen McNamara, Overseer. Welcome to Vault 81. We've never encountered a fellow Vault Dweller. Is this Vault 111 you mentioned still operational?
Have you ever seen any other Vault Dwellers?
You're the first. In all our time here, not a single traveler from another vault. Here, we pride ourselves on having maintained a successful vault over these past 2 centuries. We'd like to be completely self-sufficient, but there are certain resources we can't provide ourselves.
Why do you keep yourself so isolated?
Why not? We have warm beds, clean clothes, a solid roof over our heads. Our food and water are radiation-free. We don't deal with the elements or raiders. We're safe here. And for some, that safety and stability is what counts.
You should be open-minded about the Commonwealth. It has its dangers, but it's got a lot to offer.
It's the dangers that concern me. Now, I have work to do.
Ma'am, what about his friend here?
I'll allow it. Security is already extra mindful as it is. If he's lived this long in the Commonwealth, I'm sure he's chosen his friends wisely. If you need anything else, I'll be in my office.
I don't want to hear any negative reports about you, outsider.
Hi.
If you're looking for friendly conversation, you won't find it here.
Yes?
Certainly seen better days, hasn't it? That's all.
You may wear a vault suit, but we're still watching you.
Don't you have someone else you can bother?
Out of your way! I never just want to talk.
What?
You made a mistake. Pay for it. kill you if we have to! Just leave! Hey, there you are.
But I'm a fellow vault dweller. Can't you just let me in?
Excuse me, ma'am. Before you arrived, he did say he was from Vault 111. And he's in possession of a working Pip-Boy.
Is that so? I'm going to allow it. Edwards, open the door and make the announcement. Officer Edwards and I will meet you at the entrance.
Come on, Gwen. My guys have been working doubles for weeks now. They need a break.
Louis Jordan,
Everyone's
folks.
working hard
Gotta
right
love
now,
him.
Cal. You think I don't know that? Just do the best with what you can. That's all I'm asking.
Diamond City
Fine,
Radio wouldn't
I'll
be
see what I
possible
can do.
without
But
the
you
help
and I
of some
both know we
wonderful
can't keep
businesses
going
here
on
in
like
town.
this.
Commonwealth weaponry. It's a
Another
dangerous world
outsider?
out there.
What'd they let you in for?
Protect your family.
What's with the attitude?
I don't trust outsiders. We didn't need your help before, we don't need it now. The Overseer never should have opened up the vault to your kind.
Until recently.
I'm a fellow vault dweller.
I don't care where you're from. It's not here.
Sorry about that. As you'll soon see, we have a few maintenance projects underway. Gwen McNamara, Overseer. Welcome to Vault 81. We've never encountered a fellow Vault Dweller. Is this Vault 111 you mentioned still operational?
It's more like a graveyard now. Almost no survivors.
Christ, I'm sorry. What happened there?
They had us cryogenically frozen in these pods, but something malfunctioned.
Oh my god. All those lives lost due to some malfunction? That's unacceptable. I suppose we've been lucky. Here, we pride ourselves on having maintained a successful vault over these past 2 centuries. We'd like to be completely self-sufficient, but there are certain resources we can't provide ourselves.
So you do rely on the Commonwealth?
A bit, yes. Although some here would argue that opening our doors was a mistake.
You should be open-minded about the Commonwealth. It has its dangers, but it's got a lot to offer.
It's the dangers that concern me. Now, I have work to do.
Ma'am, what about his friend here?
I'll allow it. Security is already extra mindful as it is. If he's lived this long in the Commonwealth, I'm sure he's chosen his friends wisely. If you need anything else, I'll be in my office.
Hey, an outsider with a vault suit. There's something you don't see every day. Don't say anything, but man, I'd love to be out there.
It takes some preparation. I'd learn how to use a gun and be ready to use it before I went out there.
I've never even touched a gun. Now, I can't even say if our security has seen any real combat, but with the hours we're working these days, I'm not even sure where I'd find the time to practice.
Hard work pays off. And you guys are maintaining the vault, right?
Trying to, at least. They say it's all the moving parts that have us working round the clock these days. Structurally, I guess 81 is still pretty sound. Vault Tech sure knew what they were doing when they set these places up. Well, I don't want to keep you, and I gotta get back to work. Maybe I'll see you around.
Don't want any trouble in 81.
No signs of radiation. Impressive. Sorry about the maintenance. It never ends these days.
Ashes, where you going?
You should stop by and see Horatio while you're here.
Damn it.
Can't imagine you come across many
Apparently not
barbers in the
like
Commonwealth.
Never had an incident on my watch, and I don't want to start today.
I don't want to hear any negative reports about you, outsider. Now that you made it in, we'll be keeping an eye on you. So do us all a favor and behave yourself.
Whatever you need to get you through the day.
Hey, mister. Hey, mister. Where are you going?
Hey.
Bet you wish you took the tour now. Someday, I'm gonna check out the Commonwealth.
Hope you guys get some breaks at least. You can't work all the time.
Tell me about it. They say it's all the moving parts that have us working round the clock these days. Structurally, I guess 81 is still pretty sound. Vault Tech sure knew what they were doing when they set these places up. Well, I don't want to keep you, and I gotta get back to work. Maybe I'll see you around.
Careful, outsider.
No signs of radiation. Impressive.
Hey, Ashes, what are you doing up here?
Nice Pip-Boy.
Ashes,
If it ever
where you
starts
going?
acting up on you,
Ash.
see Alexis. She'll fix it right
Damn
up.
it.
If you want a good meal, see Maria at the cafeteria. She'll hook you up.
Stay safe,
Can
sir.
you turn down the wattage on that thing? We got a barber here if you need it. I'm not saying you do.
Don't go feeling all special because the Overseer let you in here. You weren't the first, and certainly won't be the last.
Hey.
Shoot.
Hey.
Take a look.
Hey,
Probably
heads
have
up.
something. You can use?
Hey, mister, are you really from the Commonwealth?
Me? No, I'm from the moon. Still got cheese in my shoes.
I guess that was a dumb question. But I bet it's your first time here. I can show you around the vault if you want. Just 5 caps.
Sure, but I'm not paying you.
Okay. Boy, you're a real cheapskate. We'll start over here. This is the depot. The Combs family run it. Aaron and I are best friends. Her mom and dad fight a lot, so I don't like to go in there when they're around. But if you need something, they're the ones that have it.
What do they fight about?
I shouldn't tell you this, but everyone says Mr. Combs is sleeping with Tina. Mrs. Combs doesn't know, but he's always leaving her to do all the work while he hangs out with Tina. Next stop, the Overseer. I bet you killed a lot of strange things. Ooh, and raiders. I bet you fought raiders too. The Overseer's office is up there. They're busy up there, and they do not like to be bothered. She makes rules, but she's nice. I like her.
Does she take care of people that break the rules?
Security mostly takes care of the people who break the rules, but she's in charge of all of the security officers. It doesn't happen very often. Next stop, the diner. Now we gotta go downstairs. That's where the diner is. Everybody eats there. Sometimes it gets real crowded. The Somersets are nice though. You'll like them.
Hell of a positive guy. Hey everyone, Travis Lonely Miles here, bringing you the type of news you just don't hear about every day. Word is that a group of soldiers from the Brotherhood of Steel.
Hello, Austin. I see you're showing our guest from the Commonwealth around.
Yes, ma'am. This is the Sunshine Diner. Grant says that they'll take all of our hard work and turn it into swill. Mr. and Mrs. Somerset run the diner. They're pretty nice. Mrs. Somerset's pies are the best.
They're fine now, thanks to everyone's favorite vault dweller, who happened to
How's their
pop a
food?
scene and lend
Other
you
than the
lunch
pies.
I like it. Mrs. Somerset always sneaks me seconds.
I'll save you a slice of pie, Austin.
Next stop, Horatio. I told you they were nice. Do you like your hair? I like mine. I hate combing it though. Gran makes me comb it.
Here she is, with undecided.
Austin, that hair of yours is a mole rat's nest.
This is where Horatio fixes up people's hair. Aaron's mom comes here all the time. Gran hardly comes here at all. She makes me cut my hair though. It's not fair.
Would he do my hair?
Sure, he can turn your hair into anything. I wanted him to make mine look like Skull, but Gran wouldn't let him. Next stop is Gran. Let's go see Gran. I live with her. She's not my real grandmother, though. My parents died when I was real little. Hi, Gran.
Austin, what are you doing here? Are you bothering that stranger from the Commonwealth?
I'm not bothering him. I'm helping him. That's Gran. She takes care of me. You can call her Dr. Pensky. She acts all grumpy, but it's not for real.
Says you.
She runs our hydroponics lab. It's where we get all our food.
You don't get anything from the Commonwealth?
Nope. Gran grows it all here. She's really smart. Next stop, Miss Katie. Come on, hurry up. We gotta go to the other side of the vault. I'll show you where I go to school. I bet you didn't have to go to school. This is the school. Miss Katie runs it. It's boring most of the time, but Gran says I have to go anyway.
Your Gran is a smart woman, Austin.
Are there a lot of kids in the vault?
Not that many. The overseer says that we're using population control, whatever that is. Next stop is the medical clinic. Let's go downstairs. I'll show you the clinic. Doc Forsyth and Rachel are okay, I guess. But I don't go there unless I have to. Or unless Gran makes me. This is our medical clinic. If you get hurt or sick, you come down here. Dr. Forsyth says I can't bother him or Rachel while they're working.
Did you ever get sick?
Just colds and stuff. Hardly anyone here gets sick. Mr. Somerset broke his foot once, though. They put a big cast on it, and he had to walk with crutches. Now we go see Erin. She's gonna be surprised when she sees you. Come on, this way! Erin and I spend a lot of time together. She didn't believe me when I said I would bring you to her. Erin, look who I found! The stranger from the Commonwealth.
Wow. You're really from the Commonwealth?
You're Austin's best friend?
We've been friends forever. There aren't a lot of other kids in the vault.
Thanks for doing my tour. I was so cool to show you off to everyone.
Excuse me, mister. Have you seen my cat?
What happened?
He scratched me.
Now, don't wait up for me.
And I yelled at him to go away.
But I need your help here.
I didn't mean forever, though. His name is Ashes, and he's the best cat in the whole world.
I think he's left the vault. I saw him run by me when I got here.
Left the vault? Oh, please bring him back. Please. No one else would set foot outside for him.
Where do you think he may have gone?
Not far. He'd be terrified. I'm sure if there's anywhere nearby to hide, you'll find him.
I'll find him for you.
Thank you! His name is Ashes. He's the sweetest little gray cat. I just want him to come home.
Certainly seen better days, hasn't it?
If anything's happened to him. All my fault.
Your Pip-Boy ever act up on you? Mine's been glitchy lately.
I wish my mom wasn't working so much.
Please bring him back safe.
Guess you're from bottomless pit when it comes to food.
Katie.
Oh, you're that new traveler. You must have had so many adventures out in the Commonwealth.
I've had a few interesting moments.
Stop being so modest. My kids would love to hear about anything you've done out in the Commonwealth. Would you mind talking to them and sharing one of your experiences?
I suppose I can tell them a few.
I won't let them take up too much of your time.
Hey, Katie.
Would you like to tell the students one of your stories now?
What topics should I avoid?
Nothing with excessive violence. And I'm sure they'll have lots of questions.
If you want. They aren't that interesting.
Stop being modest. The kids are so excited to hear your stories. Children! Children, listen up! We have a guest today who is going to tell us stories about the Commonwealth.
Did you ever fight a Deathclaw?
How do you know about Deathclaws?
I hear stuff. Gran heard something about them from a Commonwealth guy.
Deathclaws are very dangerous. It was a tough fight.
How did you beat it?
A group of raiders had my friend Preston trapped.
But you rescued him, right?
Preston showed me where to find some power armor I could fix.
Power armor! Wow.
Has the vault ever had problems with raiders?
They don't bother us. They can't get in if we don't want them to.
When the Deathclaw crawled out, I grabbed one of the raiders' pistols, but it only had 3 bullets.
I would have run away.
Have you ever seen a Deathclaw?
No. Miss Katie says they're big lizards with huge claws. Don't stop now.
I was hurt pretty badly, but Preston and I finally killed it.
Wow.
Thank you so much for that story. Children, say thank you.
Thank you.
And we have a thank you gift for you. Here.
Non-stop music and all the latest news. This is Diamond City Radio. There's no getting...
What topic?
Nothing with excessive violence. And I'm sure they'll have lots of questions.
I'd be glad to.
Wonderful. The kids are so excited. Children! Children, listen up! We have a guest today who is going to tell us stories about the Commonwealth.
Did you ever fight a Deathclaw?
How do you know about Deathclaws?
I hear stuff. Gran heard something about them from a Commonwealth guy.
I did. With nothing more than a pistol and 3 bullets.
Really?
Wouldn't you rather hear about when I fought mole rats?
Not really. My dad says mole rats are just nuisances.
A group of raiders had my friend Preston trapped.
But you rescued him, right?
Preston showed me where to find some power armor I could fix.
Power armor! Wow.
Has the vault ever had problems with raiders?
They don't bother us. They can't get in if we don't want them to.
I wasn't ready when the Deathclaw crawled out. Good thing I had that power armor.
That sounds scary.
1 shot in each eye and 1 in the forehead took care of that Deathclaw.
Wow. You must be a good shot.
Thank you so much for that story. Children, say thank you.
Thank you.
And we have a thank you gift for you. Here.
Another great one from Betty Hutton. Hey everyone, Travis here,
I'm
bringing
gonna
you
check
the
out
type of news you just
If my
don't
gran
hear
lets
about
me.
every day.
Please bring him back safe.
From the Brotherhood of Steel.
Hey, pal.
Cool. An outsider in a volt suit.
Things got hairy for them at the old
Hi
Cambridge
there.
police station.
Mom said it's too dangerous to
How
play
hairy?
outside.
I can't be sure. But I've
Keep
heard
walking,
about the
outsider.
kind of firepower those
Just
guys
because you
had.
wear a vault suit doesn't mean you're one of
Been
us.
good. They're fine now, thanks to everyone's favorite vault dweller, who happened upon the scene and lent a much-needed hand. Good job surviving out there, and best of luck to all involved in the future. Is Butcher Pete really Roy Brown's alter ego? You make the call, folks.
If you need a doctor, Forsyth and Rachel are down in the medical center. They can patch you up.
Wow, you're from one of the other vaults. At least some of them survived.
If you want a good meal, see Maria at the cafeteria. She'll hook you up.
You're that wanderer from the Commonwealth. I'm Rachel. I assist Dr. Forsyth with his medical duties. Are you sick or injured?
Do you get a lot of patients in the vault?
No. The people of this vault are surprisingly healthy. If that's all, I have work to do.
Excuse me, Rachel.
I can patch you up if you need it. For a small fee, of course.
Yeah. Take a look at me, Doc.
Now, go over your symptoms for me, one at a time.
Too much radiation. I feel sick.
We'll clean you up. Don't worry. And that's that. Anything else bothering you?
Hurting all over, Doc.
Huh, you look fine, but... Oh, wait. Yep, that's gonna need to be set back in place. Let's get started. Done. Now, was there anything else bothering you?
That was it.
All right. Don't ruin my hard work by dying out there.
Rachel.
Anything I can do for you? Medically speaking, of course.
Actually, I need some supplies for the road.
Great. Let's take a look. Not many doctors around these days. Should let me take a look at you.
Gonna pass.
Let me know if that changes.
Welcome, welcome. I hope I'm not being presumptuous, but I'd like to ask you a favor. Would you mind donating some medical samples, even just a blood sample?
Why do you need medical samples?
It's for my research. The people of Vault 81 have been genetically isolated from the Commonwealth for many generations. I'm trying to determine what the genetic variation is between the two populations.
I might. For some caps.
All right. The Overseer did give me a few caps for this. How does 50 caps sound?
That hardly seems enough.
I suppose I can use the rest of my allotment. I can give you 100 caps.
You'll have to do better than that to get your pound of flesh.
You drive a hard bargain. I can give you 150, but not a cap more. Just have a seat, and I'll draw some blood. Sit there. This'll only take a sec. There. Hardly hurt a bit, eh? Here are the caps I promised you. Thank you. This will be a great help. Now, I need to get these prepared immediately.
There we go.
That was Anything Goes by Cole Porter. Folks, I'd like to take a moment for something a little more personal than usual. As I'm sure you know all too well, I haven't always been the best at this job. Hey, let's face it, I've been pretty terrible. Thanks to the efforts of a few of my friends, I've decided to change how I look at things, how I live my life. I'd like to just take this opportunity to thank the Vault Dweller for lending me a hand. I really do appreciate it. All right, folks. That's enough sentiment from me for one day. Let's get it on back to the music, shall we? Wishing on the
We got a
moon
barber
sounds
here
like
if you need
a pretty
it.
good
And not
idea to me
saying
right
you do.
now. It's Bob Crosby, singing Happy Times.
Jesus, Bobby, can you not do that here? What if the Overseer or Whitaker caught you?
Cut me some slack, Tina. I've been working 12 hours straight.
You've been working. Sure. I bet bossing around old Rusty really takes it out of you.
You've no idea, Mr. Luca.
Hey, you both just get lost. You're killing my buzz here.
With pleasure, sir.
Fine. Get caught. Then you won't have the choice to leave because the Overseer will make it for you.
Or, you know, if you need anything proofread.
Hey, outsider. Do me a favor. If my good-for-nothing brother asks you for Jet, tell him to buzz off.
Who's your brother?
His name's Bobby, and he's my poor excuse for a twin, so you can get a good idea of what he looks like. Look, he's a junkie, but he's getting careless. If he gets caught, we're both in trouble. And as much as I'd like to leave this canned paradise, that's not how I want to go.
You want to leave the vault?
More than you know. There's gotta be more to life than this vault. But if I leave, it's on my own terms. Not because Bobby screwed it up. Now I admit, I've got my own share of the blame here. Bobby gets his chems from me, and I keep him on a short leash. But not anymore. I'm cutting off his useless ass.
Why would you feed his habit?
He's my brother, and he's overworked. I give him a little Jet, and he perks up. He seems happy, I feel better. Done. Now that it's getting out of control, it's another story. He wants to put me at risk, he gets cut off.
Good. That's the first step to helping your brother.
Should have done it a long time ago. But things ain't easy around here.
Hi, Tina.
Don't forget what I said. If he gets me in trouble, he'll never hear the end of it.
Hacking this is beyond me. Hey,
Just let me know.
go check that out.
I can't do it.
Please direct any maintenance requests to Mr. DeLuca. They will be handled in the order they were received.
Staying pretty busy these days?
Quite so. Mr. DeLuca has made it his life's work to occupy my time. Not only do I specialize in reactor maintenance, but now I am trained in doing his laundry, fetching libations, and generally picking up after him.
I don't know. He sounds pretty selfish to me.
Codswallop. Mr. DeLuca ensures I tend to his sister's every need as well. He is quite generous when it comes to her.
Hey, old Rusty.
Is it a little crowded in here, or is it just me?
Now, where did I put those screws? Seeds. I'll need more seeds.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Excuse my extremity.
Everything's under control.
This strain is doing quite well.
Pardon me, Dr. Pensky?
My latest batch of fruit is doing quite well. Very little discoloration. Strong cellular plant structure. I'll have to see how it holds. Up to exposure. Ah, you'll do perfectly. I'm in need of a willing test subject to try this new strain of fruit I've created.
Why don't you just tell me about yourself?
Me? I'm the vault biologist and hydroponic gardener. Everything you see here, I grew, including this new fruit I just developed. But I need someone to test it. Sure I can't talk you into trying it?
Is it dangerous?
Well, everything has its risks, I suppose, but that's what the medical center is for.
Nah, what the hell. I'll try it.
Excellent. Just tell me how it tastes and how it makes you feel. Now where'd I put that Geiger counter?
Excuse me, Dr. Pensky.
Did you try the fruit? Tell me, how was it?
So, is this your life's work?
Just a small part of it. My hope is to create a strain of foods that have increased resistance to radiation. What good is fresh produce if it's always contaminated by its environment? That particular strain of mute fruit should do well, but I wasn't certain how the hybridization would affect the flavor and the texture.
It was good. No adverse effects.
I knew it. This is good progress. I'll have to start a new batch right away. Since you've been so helpful, maybe you can help out in another capacity. You see, I need these plants to conduct my studies, and they take some special nourishment, especially the carrots. If you could keep an eye out for fertilizer while you're out in the Commonwealth, I'll be more than happy to compensate you for your efforts.
How much are you paying?
I'll give you 25 caps, non-negotiable. I know how you outsiders enjoy your bartering, but I've never been any good at it.
Sure, I can do that.
Really? Great. I was dreading having to put in another request to the overseer. Just bring by whatever you can find whenever you have the time. Need to check the water pumps again. The water... Oh dear, I seem to have misplaced one of my instruments. Now, where could it be? Gonna need more fertilizer soon. Hybridization. It's got to be a flaw in the hybridization.
Yo, psst.
Where to?
Here.
Yep.
Over here.
Of course.
Move here.
Uh-huh.
Here.
Can do.
Wait there.
Okay. I'll be here then.
Austin Engel!
Poor Erin. Her cat got loose in the Commonwealth.
Well, if anyone could figure out a good use for it.
Seeds. I'll need more seeds. I can't seem to get the potatoes right.
Dr. Pensky.
Those seedlings are almost ready for transplant. My latest batch of fruit is doing quite well. Need to check the water pumps again. The water smells funny. Hybridization. It's got to be a flaw in the hybridization. Where did that boy get to? Austin? Austin Engel!
Hey.
Looking for something specific?
Hey.
You say the word.
Grab that.
That's a plan.
Get that.
Uh-huh.
Pick that up.
That's a plan.
Take that.
Can do.
Grab that.
Yep.
Get that.
Of course.
Pick that up.
Seeds.
Yep.
I'll need
Take
more
that.
seeds.
Grab that.
That's a plan.
Get that.
Of course.
Pick that up.
Uh-huh.
Take that.
Can do.
Grab that.
Of course.
Need to check the water pumps again. The water smells funny.
Never thought a reporter could consider themselves a success until someone threatened their life. Me? I'm very successful.
Hybridization. It's got
Heads
to be
up.
a flaw in the hybridization.
Perfect.
I was hoping you'd stop by. Now I know from experience that Commonwealth shows no mercy when it comes to hair. So, how about a trim?
You've been outside of the vault?
Quincy, born and raised. My mother, may she rest in peace, she was a doctor. Imagine her surprise when she learned I'd rather cut hair than stitch people up. But enough about me. How about that hair of yours?
Did you say you were from Quincy?
Sure did. Looks like I was one of the lucky ones, too. Last I heard, gunners had taken her over.
Any news going around?
They say Holt is running around on his wife. Apparently, he and Tina DeLuca are secretly getting together. But never mind about them. Your hair is a disaster. You have to let me fix it.
Any news going around?
Did you know that Bobby DeLuca was a jet junkie? He needs to quit before someone gets hurt, himself included, working in maintenance, high all the time. It's a good thing old Rusty does most of the work.
Anything interesting happening in the vault?
I heard Aaron's cat, Ashes, got out of the vault. She's pretty upset. I can't imagine anyone would want to set foot outside to get him back.
What's the word around Vault 81?
Not much of late, but I'll keep my ears open for you. Sure you don't want me to do something with your hair?
Any good gossip flying around?
Not much of late, but I'll keep my ears... Sure you don't...
Sounds good.
All right, let's just have a seat.
One more tomorrow, courtesy of Frankie Carl. Time now for some news from the Commonwealth, listeners. In an unexpected turn of events, the quaint little town of Covenant has turned up completely deserted. Details are sketchy, and by sketchy, I mean they're non-existent. The whole town is just gone. Those folks always sounded nice, so I do hope they're all safe, wherever they've gone to. If they suddenly turn up again someday, you can bet you'll hear about it first here on Diamond City Radio. Let's face it, gentlemen. If you were this guy, you'd be singing about it too. Here's 60 Minute Man.
Whatever you want, forget it. I can't be bothered with it right now.
Your hair is a mess. Want me to fix it? I
Hey,
guess
hold.
that's a no.
So you're the new guy. I heard we let someone into the vault. How long do you plan on sticking around?
Why do you want to know?
I'll ask the questions. I'm the one that lives here. I have a right to know.
That's none of your business.
Yeah? Well, screw you too. We can take care of ourselves here in 81. We don't need to be letting in every stray traveler that comes our way.
Hey, Holt.
You're still here? I hope you don't have anything that needs fixing. I really don't feel like working. If you need something, ask Alexis. I can't make heads or tails of her sorting.
New style, new you. What do you... I guess that's a no.
Sorry about the maintenance. It never ends these days.
Damn it. Stay out of trouble.
You should stop by and see Horatio while you're here. Can't imagine you come across many barbers in the Commonwealth.
If anything's happened to him, it's all my fault.
Hey, sweetie.
Poor Ashes. He must be so scared.
Our Commonwealth guest, welcome to the depot. And pardon the clutter, I don't get much time to tidy up these days.
No time? Why not?
Ugh, where to begin? When you're dealing with items that are all over 200 years old, work just accumulates like crazy. Some days it's all I can do to keep my head above water. But you probably don't want to hear about all that. Let me know if you want to take a look.
Do you run this place by yourself?
Well, there's my husband Holt, but once you need him, he's nowhere to be found. I swear the cat is more help than he is.
Why do you say that?
I really shouldn't get into it.
It's all right. You can tell me.
Holt's just changed. He's never around, always claiming he has some errands to run. Back when we first met, he seemed devoted till the end. He actually taught me everything I know when it comes to fixing things. He'd spend every minute he could with me, and of course Erin after we had her. Now, it's like we don't exist, and every conversation we have is a fight.
Have you talked to him about it?
I've tried, but he won't listen to me. He's always saying he doesn't have time.
If he's treating you like this, maybe you should leave him.
It's not that easy. At least not in the vault. Plus there's Erin to think about. And that stupid part of me that still loves him. Anyway, I should get back to work, but thanks for the chat. It's good to get things off my chest. Let me know if there's anything you're interested in.
What do you sell?
Odds and ends. A bit of everything, I suppose. But no weapons. Only security guards carry weapons around here.
I might be interested in buying or selling.
Great. I have all sorts of odds and ends.
What's that for? Oh, you're that new traveler. You must have had so many adventures out in the Commonwealth.
Keep walking, outsider. Just because you wear a vault suit doesn't mean you're one of us.
Hey, Katie.
Thanks again for speaking to the class.
Hey, Holt.
You're still here?
Where did that boy get to? Austin? Austin Engel!
You're that Commonwealth traveler, aren't you?
What I wouldn't give for some real time off.
Stay out of trouble.